Well, 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 look who it is streaming again. Spoiler alert. It's me. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's play the game. So get this, right? I did some off-camera grinding, and I haven't even started a game yet. I'm gonna take you through a few little things I made. A grand total of exactly 3 things, so not too many. But I think it's gonna be enough to maybe get started on a little campaign for real this time. Hi Tumbus. I'm gonna fine tune the settings. I may or may not pick the first. I want to pick the first random symbol I get for the buff. Cannon damage and reload time. Very well. That's gonna be my arms. I'm gonna change the colors because what I have in mind is very much eating gold and black like that. We're gonna have better cannons. Okay. That's our arms. Is it though? If we had this or this or this one. More guns. This one. So far, this one is the winner. Okay, we've got our arms for real now. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna put direct control. Will I though? I don't know. Some may think it's cheap. And also I think it's cheap. We'll keep it on, and we'll just elect not to use it we'll use it on a case-by-case basis, I suppose. Oh, no, I don't want to make a habit of it, though. Okay, so reputation, victory... Reputation enabled, I mean, diplomacy, yes. More than half the city's owned, you win? Okay. Game can be won by an alliance. Sure. I think I'm gonna turn off supplies. I've been thinking about it, and I don't like that. Auto resolve, I'm gonna turn that off because usually it's just been a hindrance. It's like, oh, here's your big fleet versus this teeny puny enemy ship. Would you like to resolve the fight? Your losses, and then like a list of all my ships. Enemy losses, none. Nah. Would not like to auto resolve. So I'm just gonna turn that off so I don't have to bother. Map size is gonna be... It's gonna be... Small was too small. Huge is definitely too big. So it's either gonna be medium or large. Difficulty is gonna be not on very hard because I feel like I've already shot myself in the foot just based on these ship designs I'm inclined to use, but I'm gonna go with hard. Mixed land, of course. Sparse monsters. Research is gonna be normal. I don't want to start on tier 1. So as soon as we're in, I'm gonna switch to the old ship designer and show everyone what I've made here. Okay, let's take a look at the lay of the land here. We've got that's a nice map. I'm at peace with this. What's our buff? We've got a gold mine, 20 income. That's good because my ships are expensive. I got lucky. All right. Kind of hemmed in, landlocked by a bunch of enemies. We've got some turtle doves. A pair of turtle doves have made a nest here. These huge creatures are fairly harmless, but often hunted for their meat and shells. I believe if you destroy these, you can get turtle shell armor, which does not provide much defense, but it does provide lift. Which is interesting. I'm gonna read the little writing here. The turtle dove, like many Other creatures in suspendium-rich regions have learned the trick of bioaccumulating suspendium to become flighted. In the turtle dove's case, it is confined to the shell, which, as a rigid mass, acts like a big, solid metal balloon. I'm guessing. Alright, what have we got around me? A trade hub for even more income. I could be quite the income man here. We've got the Imperial Post Office. Better espionage. Hey, Eddie. No. We've got a Institute of Anatomy. And I'm getting an important phone call, so hang on, please. Alright, I am back. Where'd my audio go? Oh, it's still here. I just needed to wait for the song to fade in. Okay, what have you got? Right, double research for defeating monsters. I was not aware that research came from monsters. I thought it was just like a free special item that you got. So interesting. You've got an occult library, which is only good if you're a cultist. Speaking of cultists, I think we have some cultists. Group of heretics has built a tower here. I love these pictures. Easy to here to preach their dubious theology. Theology, the study of the. It's first grade, SpongeBob. And then everything else is kind of out of range. It'll be nice that without the supply system, I can just like go wherever I want, whenever I want, and not have to worry about like, oops, I misclicked the wrong place, or like, oh, I wish I could attack this during the perfect time, but I have to wait 2 more years for the supplies to come up. Now let's just send a delegation over here, and let's take a look at what I've got in store here. So I've got a few ships. We've seen some of them in my first stream, and I made a few more. I'm thinking, right, we're gonna do a bit of... Hang on, did I even not? I didn't even name my empire. Oh boy. It's the Empire of Borbia, but it's got the default name. So the Empire of Borbia has a few different types of factions within it, each operating their own fleet. Of course, you've got the mainline faction, which names their stuff after Borbs. They've got kind of a hard, metallic, industrial look to them. Instead of names, the ships just have numbers stamped on them. Welcome aboard, Terra. I kind of created Fat. You've seen all my ships, and I'm just explaining the lore behind them. So we've got the Borb themed ships. They've all got the hexagonal metal armor. And here's another one, the Robin. So I'm gonna be using those because they're actually like okay ships at least. Then we've got the Church of Borbia, and they get generous donations because everybody in the Empire wants to worship a Borb now and then. These factions sometimes spend their treasuries on colossal, intimidating airships to go on crusades and attract more, what is the word? Expand their congregation so they can get more and more donations. Here's one of them, the Apostle. It's a simple cannon ship with 3 cannons and 2 rifles. It'll be good since... Hey button, come here. It'll be good since my own coat of arms gives me a buff to my cannons. And I've also got the what did I call it? I called it the Devout, which is probably the least efficient ship you've ever seen in the whole game. It costs a whopping almost $1,400, all just so we could have some freaking tall stained glass windows inside that do nothing. But it looks intimidating, as it is supposed to be. I'm thinking the Church of Borbia's ships, at least originally, will focus on overwhelming firepower and I don't know, overall just coolness. They're all gonna have the Borb at the front, of course. I like the little bridge, even though he has no armor and will probably die in 1 hit. That's a lot of blocks, and only 1 that is vulnerable, so we'll be fine. He's work in progress. I'm pretty sure it's right. I called it the Opportunity. Now, it's not inspired by Mortal Engines. I started doing this before that. Also, I did fix the window pane. Here's the I'm actually not decided yet. So this, I think this is gonna be the Merchant Guild, who has also contributed some decommissioned ships, or maybe outdated ships or something, or maybe they've just been purchased by the crown. And these ships are going to focus on cost efficiency more or less. This one has a incredibly awful interior design just because I really got carried away with like the I don't know. This is an old passenger ship. Its passenger compartments are armored with steel, even though ironically steel and wood armor are like kind of the same stat wise, so they're not really better armored at all, but they look like it. You've got two big suspendium crystals, so you don't have balloons to worry about getting popped, and you've got two cabins full of marines. They can walk towards the front, where the door takes them out onto the ramming spikes, and so this thing can plow right into. Hang on, do I have propulsion? Oh right, I've got the sails. The sails are propulsion. I've never tried the sails before. They've always just been decoration up until now. But he slams into whatever ship he wants, and then he can pour marines in to capture it. I'm gonna probably rely on these pretty often early game. The service ceiling is pretty high, which took some fitting in. Like a good third of the space is dedicated to lift here. We need one piece of coal every 10 seconds, and we've got 24 coal on hand, which is not giving it much flight time, but all we really need is to get in there, disgorge the 24 marines. Okay, the 12 marines. The 12 marines. Either to an enemy or to a friendly ship to back them up in a boarding up, and then he can just get out, because he's otherwise unarmed. So it'll be perfect. The perfect prime. Those are all 3 ships. I think I'm gonna probably turn the Piranha into a merchant ship after I spell it correctly. Wait. I don't know. I forget what the spelling is. Anyway. I'll update the aesthetics, you know, go from maybe lanterns to the gold foil. But this is just a nice grape shot focused ship. Short ranged, but we've seen its effectiveness be proven in a few earlier battles in my other stream. I'm kind of debating whether I want to add... No, I decided, since we're not having supplies in this game, we're not gonna worry about it. The merchant ships are going to be focused on not frontline battles, because they're never really going to be armored as well as they could be, which is going to be what makes them so cheap. Instead, they're going to provide air superiority later on with like flight decks for biplanes, triplanes, bombers, etc. Perhaps some long range weapons if I get any. Those are my 3 factions so far: the mainline, the Church of Borbia, and the Merchant Guild. From there, I guess we'll see what to do next. So, with this nice income booster, what should I do? I probably want to save. I've got a... Oh. Quite nice looking. A $1,500 ship provided to me at no cost. I did install some... Well, at least I got some mods off the workshop that had AI fleets. I've not tested them. I don't know if it's gonna be, like, fair or not. Hang on. I have an idea. Let's save the game. Black Spire is a cool name, but we're gonna just call it Borbia. And we're gonna check out one of the AI ships, just to see if one of my mods in particular that I'm thinking of got activated, and then if so, I may have to change my mods, but if not... Okay, I don't really know what all the AI fleets look like, so this doesn't tell me anything. The fact that they have no defenses makes me kinda iffy. Because one of my mods disables all the vanilla factions. Hang on, let's check this out here. Quit. See, I kind of expected like a little menu where you just add or like load and disable mods, but okay, mods. They all enabled by default. Right. Let's disable the no vanilla AI factions. There weren't many pictures on the workshop for any of these, but I don't know, I'm expecting some good things. Alright, I'm gonna disable that one mod. We're gonna make a new empire because I don't want to fight like, duplicates and such. Okay. They were the only ones that looked good in the thumbnails and didn't obviously rely on just like meta strats because I want the AI to look nice and not just be bricks covered in saw blades. Okay, so we're gonna keep the arms. It's gonna be Borbia. That's those are good arms. We've got the same stats: medium, map, hard AI, mixed, sparse, normal, tier 1, start, attack. Okay. Here's our real start. The real start. Hi, baby button. Baby button. Baby button. Baby button. All right. This is a worst start for me, so you can't call me a save scummer because I'm gonna accept this start. Let's take a look at the pictures. We barely crested the rise of the hill when we heard the chittering of the myriad of spiders nesting below. There were dozens big as a house, weaving webs between stout trees, going about their business. Helena pointed out a number of lumps embedded deep within the web, some twitching. Cattle, bears, even turtle doves had been snapped up by the spiders and wrapped for a later meal. Hope this message reaches you in time. You must not delay. The valley is clearly lost, and only fire or aerial bombardment may cleanse it now. We are going to try going around the valley, navigating around the valley to see how far the infestation has spread. Wish us luck. Brent, and then I like the little pictures. Okay. Aerial jelly has been sighted in the area, terrorizing the locals. Yes, this is a mess. You try drawing a giant, massive, writhing tentacles to try to eat you without losing track. We've got... Okay, here's our good thing. Opium. We have opium, less unrest, slower construction speed. Great. Better trade treaties. We need to get some trading partners then. Who do we not necessarily want to conquer or worry about? Let's try you here. Delegation. Make offer. What about... Okay. Pretty expensive. They don't really want to... do an NAP or anything. What about you, my immediate neighbors here? What do you think? See, they're a lot more open to NAP defensive pact. A research treaty would be completely... Hi, button. Okay, they need a little more of an incentive here. The only thing I could probably do is give a little bit of money to top it up. We pay now, we make more later. I think that's pretty good. Here's our ship. It's, this is a brick. Alright. I guess we start with a brick. It's got 3 rifles. This is not great. What else? Oh, it's also a bomber. Okay, this is okay. I might keep it. I don't want to fight the jelly, though, with it. I probably want to get one of those grape shot ships, which sounds pretty good against a very tentacled beast. How about you? Do you want to do a trade pact? You probably... They must be adjacent. Very well. How about you, my friend? You have a land ship. What about, you don't quite want to do that. And finally, what about you? I can always, do something kind of funny. I can always say, make an ultimatum, start up a trade treaty with us, or we will declare war. First, I want to figure out who might be the best target. You have a land ship, you see, and that's not that scary to me because I have only one road into my empire from yours, and it goes to my hopefully very well defended. Well, okay, somewhat defended capital. What do I want to spend my money on? 13. Depends whether they accept my deal here. Could buy a few things. We could get ports for income on my home. We already have one there. You're pretty recessed in the way of roads, so I probably want to do that. Build a port. You build a port. We'll see what kind of land ship they have. If it's kind of pathetic, then maybe we go in. They have 3 land ships. Each one has 1 cannon. This is Bonzen, and 2 firearms of sorts. How could I could probably deal with those pretty decently with a bomber. Now let's see if I want to change this here. So let's take a look at the overlays. As you can see, the drag is actually very aerodynamic. Never mind. Vertical drag, not so much, of course, because it's very wide. So now coal goes to the place of use, pretty nice. Service ceiling is 100 meters, which is decent. Munitions takes forever for the munitions to get to the outermost bomb base, so I think I want to just relocate those. Water as well. So I want to centralize maybe the munitions and the water a bit more, even at the cost of moving coal out farther away, because guns need munitions more than these 2 back things need the coal. So I'll take these out. I'll just move these a bit. I think I'll take the quarters out, put this here, oops. Put these, maybe, it'd be nice if I do something about that little gap there. So now everything's kind of off by 1, which is a little unfortunate. Makes it hard to fit the coal store back in here. These quarters are in the way. Suppose I took the quarters out. Move this over. Move this over. Move this. Move the coal here. Coal's gonna take 6 seconds to get to the engine, which uses it every 30 seconds, which is fine. And now we're gonna have to, let's see. Right, so we've got a 1 by 1 we can move around. Just playing Tetris here. It's kind of annoying, huh? This will be worth it, though. It'll be worth it for faster bomb dropping. Move this down. Something that's very easy is we just take the quarters, move them out by 1, and then we've just got like a 1 by 1 that we fill in with a corridor. It's perhaps even worse than it used to. Oh, never mind, it's got 1 tank to decorate it. Very nice looking ship, actually. And the railing on top. I know how to fix this up. Don't you worry. I will make it look nice. I will make it look really nice. It looks amazing! Also, we gotta paint it our colors here. Hi, button. There we go. It looks great. We're gonna refit this. It's gonna cost $35. Quite nice. A very cheap order is completed quickly by the shipyards. So now, we can either declare war against you right away, or we can just maybe say, ooh, if you don't do a trade treaty with me, we'll declare war on you. And then if they do accept, we get income. And then if we don't accept, if they don't accept, then we get to fight them. But they're so weak that I think maybe I should just fight them no matter what. Nah, we're building... We can, if we have a bit of peacetime to focus on more income, I think we'll be better off. So we're gonna make an ultimatum here. You... Okay, 0% chance of accept. Okay, 14% chance of acceptance. You need to add a trade treaty, or... They'll accept the offer... more likely accept the offer if I make the demands... Oh wait, hang on, no, I think me demonstrating submission is... the opposite. I want to receive submission. Right, okay. Nah. See, that would be like setting up a fake sort of dialogue which the other empires would observe. But no, we're not here to play games. We just want... We really want to sell you our opium. So we're gonna see what they think. We're gonna... Can we just... No, we need to wait for them to decide here. They're probably gonna say... Nyet. And our airship is already the closest it can be to them, actually. So maybe we build one more little guy in the meantime. Can we afford anything? We can afford a piranha as a bit of home defense, just so we're not leaving ourselves unguarded. We've got the hummingbird, which is another bomber. But it's also a rather weak bomber because the one that I have already doesn't have vulnerable balloons. I like the piranha in terms of its cost effectiveness. Maybe we can take out the jelly with it, or at least try. Let's see what they think. They've defied my ultimatum. You must respond. I will enforce the threat. So they are sending their land ship to attack me. My ship is quite slow. They're gonna go all the way around. They're actually gonna get to my place before my slow ass ships can get there. Okay, very well. I didn't know it was that slow. Okay, we've got pretty terrible little fortress here. They will most surely win. However, we will come back with our fleet and we will take out their vehicles, and then we will take out their whatever we want to do. I can't really give this place orders, so we're just gonna have to watch it. They're trying to drive up the wall so they can get onto the weaker side, and they're doing more damage to us than we are to them, of course. We took out their tracks. That's one immobilized, but we've just lost our weapons on the one side, so it's probably best to exit combat. How did they survive? They have no tracks. Hang on. We'll see. They're probably just still sitting there. Let's see here. So. Oh, I see. They just rebuilt it because they took over the... I don't know. They shouldn't have been able to repair because they don't have a shipyard in that town. Alright, here's our height ceiling. You've got guns in the front. Let's move directly overhead and start dropping bombs. Their larger cannons cannot reach. However, they are pretty maneuverable in terms of how fast they can go and how often they can issue commands. We're gonna chase them because they want to get far away from us. If they get far away from us, maybe they can angle their cannons upwards. But as I sweep by them, the bombs fall once they've been reloaded, and they're doing great AoE against their ships. Just gonna go back and forth a bit here. We've taken out the one pretty handily because one explosion did very nice against their insides. Bombs take a while to fall, but as long as they don't move out of the way, they're sitting ducks. We've taken a shot to our engine. We've put out the fire. Let's take a look at the outside view. We're doing pretty well here. This suspendium crystal is at, I think, half health, which I'm not sure how that happened, seeing as the armor is almost fully intact around it. I do not know. I think we've eliminated, you know, all of them. Pretty handily. More or less. Gonna go back here. It'll take longer, but we can use our rifles to finish off the job. It'll be okay. We already won. Very easy, very great against land ships that can't aim up very well. We got our town back. We have to spend the money again on a port, which does kind of cheese me off. This port, or sorry, this town is in control of the opium, so we do need to defend it. Once I get my money back, I will make sure to do that. I need to restock my munitions, however, so I better go back to my home base and do that. Another glorious victory for Borbia. Let's go take on the jelly here. It's taking income away from my city, so if we start getting wrecked, we can just leave. You don't really need to repair. It's at full health. Maybe we didn't need to go to the shipyard to restock, but that's okay. I don't think it took too much distance off of our travel time here. Let's try this fight. You're quite high up, which is not great because I can't even go that high up. But we'll start here and we'll hope for the best. That's a lot of... Alright, he's coming. Let's go rapid fire because they're not gonna miss. Face a powerful... What's he doing? What the heck is that? He's very... I think he got struck by lightning, actually. Okay, let's see what they're doing with the outside view. We gotta retreat a bit. Get as many shots in as we can before he catches up again. I think the tentacles kind of slap against the hull. Or they just like, pick up a guy and eat him. Okay, our bridge is lost. We're out of crew. How are you supposed to fight this? You still got more crew that are running around inside, but then as soon as one gets to the bridge... Okay, he's turning away. There's no one on the cannons because there's no crew members left. Let's just leave, I guess. Oh, Piranha destroyed, of course. That was the worst fight in the history of fights. We need... I don't know. We need a decoy ship and we need some sort of guns that can shoot them from long away ship. In the north, we will face victory. We have one fort here to fight against. Should be pretty easy if we just go above them. We're gonna go right above them so the bombs can't really miss. Take some armor damage while we wait for them to fly close, but it won't be too bad. They have aerial bombs. Did not expect that. We're gonna rapid fire. We're gonna wait for the command to restart, and we're gonna go up. Okay. Munitions blown up. Now we have no lift. Okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen, you see. Okay. Well, you could've... Hang on, can I... Oh, the ship has been grounded. Okay, now we won't waste so much coal. I don't have any boarding troops. If I did, that would be so perfect. Okay, gonna... That's okay because that was an ugly ship. It was a brick. It was not a cannon ship for my empire. This whole encounter, not canon. Okay, if I'd... they're just all after my good town. No. There will be no deals. We don't have any research. We've hardly been spending any time playing, so that's okay. Now, what do I want for research? I picked tier 1 because like those are all kind of necessities, but I can get all sorts of stuff here. Even more income. I could start, I already could do land ships. Shipyard to build stuff faster. I'm kind of thinking I want to try airships. And by that I mean little mini airships. I know that the aerial hussars and the hussar rifle that comes with it have very high piercing damage. And I kind of just want to play with those. Rockets could also be fun, but I mean, so many choices. I'll just pick one. So, people are doing their stuff. What did they build? Let's take a look. They're building 2 things. One of the things is what we've already fought against. You're gonna need some defenses because you have none at this moment. I'm gonna need some money because I also want to build a ship so I can defend myself. Now I could build the Devout for 1400 gold, or I could build the Hummingbird, which is the exact same thing, for 550 gold. I am gonna build one Hummingbird for self-defense against land ships. Okay, looks like I really needed that if you take my town again right before the port's done, even though I spent all that money again on the port, give me a refund. You suck. They've taken the town. They've insulted me. Someone else has insulted me. Unsee up here. Why do your officers sport so many medals? Do you award them for losing battles? Oh, how are we gonna we can't let this go unpunished. If I insult them back... Okay, yeah, that's fine. If I insult them back, they'll have a little bit of, I guess I would call it ammunition against me in, like, trade conflicts and stuff, but I don't anticipate doing any trading with them in the future. Okay, so they've got 2 ground vehicles. I've got the bomber. This should be pretty good. We're gonna go down a little bit. We are a lot weaker because our... Well, the armor's kind of the same, but the balloons are weak points. We have fewer bomb bays as well. But we can use commands quite frequently because we're a lighter ship. Really annoying at dodging. They're really annoying at dodging. I better lower myself a bit more. I could try... Still in range of 2 bomb bays here. I'm gonna try aimed fire. I would definitely like the altitude to not be incorrect. It looks like we're about to lose a balloon or something. We'll pull up and try making a more measured approach here. Wait till they're all reloaded. Drop them. Good drop. Wait till these 2 are reloaded again. Drop them all. Okay, yep. Kind of expected that. He just moved underneath me, so he's gonna have to wait a while before he can make another move. Some damage. They're ramming into each other. This is perfect for me. Finish off the easier one, perhaps. The weaker one. Now we park above the other one. Well, the snow is collecting on the top of my ship. I wondered what that was. Okay. All glory belongs to us. As it should. Alright. We've... pillaged. They've pillaged my town. It's gonna... reload. It's gonna rebuild quite slowly. You guys suck. we're gonna try this once more, I think. While they still have no... Build the port again. I noticed we only got $200 back instead of 300. I think I gotta defend it. Let's build a building. Do we have anything? This is a... I'll start here and I'll turn it into some cannons or something. These are all just prefabs. I haven't made anything myself. Except that one time I edited the building on the other stream. We'll start with you. Oh, I see. Should make some cannon designs here too. Okay, this is all ladders here. These are all guns that are kind of like 1 by 1 big. So what do we want? We don't want muskets. Maybe we put these two back down. We just have 2 cannons on each side. Kind of armor. It's just got wood. That'll never do. We need stone. So stone has 80 health, 4 and 3 absorption. Better than wood, and only a little bit more expensive. Big bricky bricks. This will do just nice. Of course, it's only really meant for defensive buildings because it's so heavy, but we're almost at our cost already. What if I take out, say... Take out this musket. We gain $6 back. I don't think the musket was worth $6. It was! We get a full refund. Okay, well the cannons are 50. I think I've got enough space here. I think they can still climb around. Yeah. Okay, now let's make the roof a little bit shorter here. It'll be a good idea to bring the fire point down anyway. The munitions should be a bit lower. The repair bay... Okay, maybe not. They needed ladder access for up there, and that's what they were using the ammo store for, you see. It was also the only thing armored in stone, so I'm glad they got their priorities straight there. Guard barracks, they're not gonna board me, so maybe we just get rid of those. $25 gold. That's... Okay, maybe we get rid of these muskets too. Alright, we gotta chop down 85 more. Let's talk about fire here. We've got a fire point, but we could also use a fire extinguisher. Where is it? In resources. Fire extinguisher costs 9 instead of 25. So that's something. We can, of course, get rid of this fancy roof. That was quite nice, actually. Maybe we can just turn these 2 wedges into a 3x1 and call it a day. Thank you. Now, I'm gonna move the ammo store inside better. I don't really know if that's gonna help defend the place, but it might. Now the the repair bay needs to go offset, so the ladder, so we have ladder access. We can put the extinguisher here, the cockpit here, and now it's just kind of a... Okay, now we need to save $4. It's certainly been reduced compared to what it used to be. We can save $4. We just need to armor some things a bit less. A fort needs a cockpit if you would like to tell the fort what to target and, you know, how fast, whether to aim well or fire quickly. And I would prefer to keep the targeting on it because I don't want it firing at something really far away and missing all its shots, whereas the thing right next to it is actually doing all the damage. Anything else? Repair bay is nice. We've got 2 repair bays. I don't know. I mean, the cockpit is just a small form of a bridge. Just commands the place. We've got a lot of barracks. I don't know if we can board anything. I don't know if that's really something we need here. We've got a lot more crew than we need too. Maybe we can really rework this. Take out the repair bay. Oh, the barracks were acting as workers. Yeah, you know, in the military, or like in the Navy, when they'll be like, "Yeah, he's piloting a desk now," or something like that. At least that's what they say in the sci-fi books. That's what they mean. He's piloting a fort now. Okay, so the barracks are just soldiers and workers by default. It replaces the normal crew quarters for airships. So these are just my crew. Recommended 15, but I have 24, so I could probably slim down there a bit. Just some bunks instead. Go down to maybe 2 bunks, and then maybe we can afford a couple more little weapons here. Let's see what we got. 1 aerial charge, just to maybe dissuade bombing. 2 aerial charges are too much. 1 fire point that is only a fire extinguisher kind of stinks. So let's spend our money on a real fire point. And let's take out the muskets and replace them with rifles. And never mind. Oh yeah, we can do that. We'll give rifle, flip. My X key isn't working to flip it anymore. And then we'll just armor things a little bit differently. We need to save $19. Okay, so that's like 3 times 7. So we need to unarmor 7 blocks. The quarters, the crew will be alive even if their quarters are not. We can... These corridors. Keep the ammo store armored. These weaker weapons. Maybe we'll keep 1 weapon around and we'll just... there. Oh, better. This is really min-maxed. Well, not really min-maxed, but is... Oh, we've got no corridor here. No one can reach my cannon. Very well, let's fix this. Fire point can go up a little bit, I suppose. We'll have to add in some corridors. We'll have to armor it down. This is guard post. There we go. Okay. We're gonna save this as it's not a white lookout, it's a... I'm trying to think of like a knockoff pun, like a pale watcher. But I can't think of anything that's necessarily funny. You gotta call it the Defendy boy. Until we make something that's actually good in my off time, and then... Ooh, hang on. So we build the Defendy boy. I can build it wherever I want. I can build it really close to their deployment if I really want. I'm gonna put it just in the back, I guess. I don't know, that's what always happens. it's gonna take 2 months and almost 3 months to build. In the meantime, let's see if we can better win this fight here. Let's see if I restocked my ammo. I did. Good. So we're gonna go to aimed fire. I guess I'm gonna have to wait. That's okay. Aimed fire. We're gonna go in short passes over top of the thing. They can drop their bombs when they choose, but the enemy's kind of dumb enough that they won't predict where I'm flying, and they'll only lift their bombs when I'm directly overhead, by which point I will be long gone. See? Now maybe I go down a bit, and they're reloaded, so I go across again. Mine hit, there's miss. And so on. Still getting shot by rifles. But it looks like they're not doing too bad yet. Yeah, we didn't go far enough. That's okay, we got plenty of time. Got a bit of a firing cone there. I'm too close. I'm gonna go back up a bit. Alright, inflicting damage. Broken through most of their munition depot's armor, which is good. I can set that on fire or blow it up. That'll be a pretty quick end to the battle, I think. Almost took some aft damage. Maybe the balloon got weakened, but I'm still looking okay. You'll see dust and stuff flying off the balloon if it's damaged significantly. I think I just took out their... Oh no, it just wasn't rendered. Alright, their ammo exploded. They might have one bomb left in their deployer, but they're gonna be quite short on ammo now. They've surrendered. We take over the city. We can decide how exactly. Gentle takeover leaves the city mostly intact. It has a devastation value of 1, which I have not really understood. I don't know if that destroys one building or it's just a scale of 1. Right, and a little bit of unrest. Takes 5 months. Brutal takeover takes 2 weeks. Double the devastation, perhaps. More unrest. I lose reputation, which I don't want to do at the start of the game. And then there's pillaging, which loses more reputation. I get 4 times the income during a month. And there's most devastation and most unrest. I'm gonna go gentle. I'm gonna kind of leave it alone. So I don't think I can resupply or repair here while that's going on. Pause my game. Kind of wish I knew how I was doing on ammo. I've got 100 ammo. I know how I'm doing on ammo. Now, how much ammo does the bomber normally have? And did I use more or less than half? Is my question. We take a look. It starts out with 100 ammo. That means that we got resupplied, and I kind of wish I could just see it better. Hang on, maybe I can. I cannot update the defenses until I've taken it over. It's also got a population center which reduces crew maintenance costs, so I've taken over his more important side town. Let's take over Kanata as well. I'm gonna try it. You want a truce? I want to take over your other town, and then I'll give you a truce because I'm not prepared to take the capital, which probably has like 4 of these. I will have crippled him, and I can finish him off at a future date. So I think damaged things do get repaired. Destroyed things may not get repaired. So let's start. My balloon's not flaking. I may have lost... I don't know, I don't think I lost anything. I might have lost a light over here, and that's why it was prompting me to repair my ship. They're still aiming their shots, which is great, because we're going to do the exact same thing. We've already got Of course, they're gonna target the ship. So we fly over here, kind of close to the edge. We'll probably always be in their firing arcs. I'll tell you when I point it out, but if a balloon takes too many shots and it's got a significantly depleted health, you'll be able to visually see the fact that it is falling apart. You'll see its contents kind of flaking out and rising upwards into the air. I'm always giving them a ramming command because I don't want them to falsely believe that they're gonna hit an island and then break and then get hit with a bomb or something. That's why they always say ramming speed. Or even if they just nudge the belly of an island, it'll be okay. I think the worst thing that could happen is that they stick to the island and then they get dragged along and I can't get it unstuck before it gets blown up. So I'm gonna back off a bit. Just keep blowing them up. Thrilling airmen gameplay. Okay, their ammo's gone. The balloon is not doing the thing, so we survived quite well. Alright. Victory. They've surrendered because they can't do anything. Alright, we're gonna take this place over too. And now, hey you, you know what? You've just done so much. Oh, they're disliked as a whole. I'm not sure why. Alright, so what are you gonna give me here? Are you gonna give me... A truce is worth 75 to them, so we can get all sorts of stuff. We can get tribute, 10% of their meager income. We could get $300, and we can get... Wait. Okay, that's it. It's either tribute or submission, which I gain reputation. I can either gain 3 reputation to go above the neutral mark, or I can receive tribute, which is an indefinite 10% of their income. If they break it without giving me anything in return, stop paying me tribute, I think they lose rep and I'll get some grievances, which again are like munitions in trade wars. What is their income right now is my question. What would I really be getting? I'd be getting like 6-ish income per turn, which is... Actually, that's pretty good. 63 compared to like everything else I own. It's a good question. Do I want the money or do I want the fame? Let's take a look at their city. It's only got 2 of these. You know, I can do other stuff here too. I could try to increase local unrest with a 43% chance. Improve my spy network. Probably can't steal money or research. Sabotage production. Back in the earlier days, you could pick individual buildings to try to sabotage and blow up, but I don't think I can do that at this moment. Kind of wondering whether I want to really go for it or we'll just get a truce here. They would rather pay me submission than tribute, so I'm gonna take the tribute. And a little bit of bonus cash. I was wondering, like, maybe if I give them a crappy town, then that would tip the balance and I could also get submission, but I don't want to make that offer. So they're going to accept this because it's still heavily in their favor. And then we'll be at peace. I can go home, I can repair my ships, and I won't have to worry about counterattacks. Probably want a shipyard somewhere in the north. Maybe the coastal town Kanata against the northern empires. Seem to be fighting the guys on my east. I could do a more centralized one in Wayneswick, but that's probably already under the coverage, the protective coverage of Borbia. Alright, fix you up. $2. A new age dawns, so we get more research, an extra spy. Unrest in cities and towns increase. Not a special age, just a normal one. Okay. Got lots of money now. Your Defendy boy has been built, and I think I finally want to start boosting your income. Fleet Academy increases my weapon accuracy and fire rate, but costs 10 to maintain. Now that I have a building on Golanak, further buildings cost more. Get a field station for more research. My current research is 15, and a field station would improve that by a quarter. I think that's pretty significant. Is it worth $450 significant right now? Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want one more ship to play with first. Okay. You want my town in exchange for defensive pact. I don't give away towns, my friend. I sell towns, and that's not the price of a town. What do you want, though? We've currently got a trade treaty up. Would you like to upgrade it into something cooler? No, not really. Okay, what about you? You've seen my power. They almost want a trade treaty, but not quite. What about you? You would like a trade treaty. I want to do as many as I can because I get a lot more out of it from my opium because they pay lots of money for it. If you're only gonna keep building land ships, I'll move my hummingbird up. Hummingbird. It'd be nice to have. Okay, I've got enough money here. We build the Apostle for 900 gold, a ship with 3 cannons and 2 rifles, but it looks damn good. Damn good is what it looks like. I'm gonna need something better to combat this aerial jelly. And I don't know what it's gonna be. He can fly high, so my bomber can outrange it. I need something that can deliver a lot of firepower quite quickly. And I'm not sure what that's gonna be either. Looks like this empire has been split in half somehow. I have an idea. Would you like to give me your far off town in exchange for... Okay, they still want to hang on to it. If a town is separate from your capital, it receives debuffs of sorts, so I thought maybe they didn't want it. Okay. Top left is declared war, and they can reach me pretty easily, but they've also been reduced quite significantly. Let's throw my other spy in there. Okay, we're now at peace. Our ceasefire is stopped. Let's take a look at the city here. They're building military upgrades, so their ships will perform a bit better. I'm not sure what an obdurate is. It's a very light ship. We'll take a look at it once it's done. Okay, they're building... Ah, they're building... That's the little boy land ship here. What they've done is they've... Oh no, I'm just looking at the inside. I think it's the same fortress as before. They've just... They're making a third one now. I might be able to sabotage production. I don't know what kind of delay it'll be. But maybe it'll be worth it, and I could have maybe a second bomber up there by then. The reason I can see their insides is because my spy network has been around in that city long enough. Level 20, it can see the insides of the ships and buildings. So I mean, it doesn't really tell me nothing that I didn't already know, because I know that the ammo's in the middle, and I know that the guns are on the sides, and I know that they have aerial charges, but once they come up with something new that I haven't seen before, that'll be perhaps mighty useful. Can I exploit you guys at all, just via, you know, being a big bully around you guys? Maybe. They like paying me tribute. They love it. Can't think of anything, really. They've got alliances with Ungarden and Guildfeld. So I probably don't want to go to war against them, or I'll be going to war against Ungarden here and Guildfeld up here. And then the entire north side of the entire map will be at war with me in particular. Gonna get a bit more money. We're gonna get one more bomber. I'll get the expensive one this time, just for fun. Probably want to defend my northern side here too. If you launch an attack, you'll have to swing all the way around and I can intercept it. But let's make, let's repair you. Okay. Hang on. Repair you. Okay, ultimatum. They want a non-aggression pact, no tribute, I cede my town I just captured, and if I don't do it, they will declare war. However, I believe if they have a defensive pact with someone, the co-defenders will not get drawn into their war of aggression. As far as an alliance goes, I don't know, but I'm gonna reject their demands anyway, because they're puny and pathetic and teeny-weeny. Bad news though, well... No, I still will build the expensive bomber. I gotta flex on these guys. They have declared war. However, it's just them doing the warring, and they're not going to my other town yet because they think that the one I have along the way is probably pretty strong and scary. How much does this cost here? 1379. My goodness. Someone's doing some capturing here. Building a grand garrison. What's that? That's a tall boy with even more aerial charges. They're getting used to my bomber spam and they don't enjoy it, but I will build my other bomber anyway. One more month of income and I think I've a return of income. I can make my flex ship. These balloons only help them hover even higher than they really need to, and if they explode they don't do much damage to the rest of my craft, so I'm quite happy with that. We've done our first research, harpoon guns, which reel in ships for close range, and aerial hussars, which are little teeny weeny little mini airships. I would like to experiment with both. I don't know if I want to a build right now because I'll probably put too much time into the design, but if we're gonna use harpoon guns, It'd be nice to have a cool close range weapon that I can really hammer them with, otherwise the harpoon guns are kind of useless. So what do I think? I know Gatling guns are somewhere. Wondering where they are. Gatling guns are all the way over here. It'll take me 2 years to research that. Saw blades. Those would probably go pretty nice with harpoon guns, so let's research saw blades. And legs. Legs for land ships. You're really building stuff, aren't you? I'm not gonna do this. Okay, you've just got a third land ship. I'm not frightened. I'm gonna send... Oh, my income is covering. That's good. It'd be nice to maybe set up an NAP with some other neighbors of mine. Nobody really wants that, though. Kind of just hoping I can get one for free, though. Would love an NAP. And you would love it so much that you would... Oh, hang on. Defensive pact they want even more. But an alliance, I can't have, like, both of them at the same time. If we went to do an alliance, I would be at war with a lot of enemies, so I'm not gonna do that. Defensive pact sounds... maybe not. I think I would be liable for a lot of their bad decisions with the defensive pact, actually. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna... They don't want a research treaty, which probably means they've got a lot for me to steal off their tech tree. And they can't pay me any money, so we'll just do this. As far as research treaties go, we both research... Okay, yeah. So... the more research they do per month, the more research I get out of it. And technologies that we have researched are a lot easier for the other to research. Oh, kitty cat sneezed. Bless you. Alright, so we've got some friends. They've got, worm herds. Resupply speed buff. Oh, so helpful for you guys. You must be so thrilled. What happened? Oh. Okay, so it looks like we are at war with you as well, because they are allied. Hang on, let's check this out. Who are we all at war with? We're at war with Ungarden and... Okay, Guildfeld up here. You're going to there. I'm gonna move me here. I'm gonna build... We've got 3 months and 1 day. Can we build... Look at this little boy. Can we build... a Defendy boy in 3 months and 1 day? Local defense budget. The Defendy boy can be built quick enough. Good. We're gonna have one more extra point on the spy network so we can inspect fleets even if they're not at their capital, I think. We've got another fleet en route. Depends how we perform in this first one. We might be pretty okay and wipe out a lot of... you want to do a truce? Sure. That would make a truce with everyone. And sure. Oh, I see. So you've got 5 of the same thing. Like I don't know. That's pretty decent for now. Hang on. Alright. Well, you're gonna get wrecked, I think. Be nice to have my northernmost a little bit better defended, just to keep a firm hold on how far my empire reaches. I know it's gonna sap my budget. Oh, you're running. Oh, because they got taken over, I think. This town got captured by this empire, and then their fleet has switched control, or something like that. Okay. Let's make some more plans on defeating the internal thing we got going on, the internal little problem here. What kind of stuff can we build? I'm even considering making those pyromaniacs from earlier, but we can't because we have no flamethrowers, of course. So robins, or okay, let's pick the tier ones with cannons. They have 2 cannons each. They cost 350. They can't fly very high, which is why they're so cheap, and probably they have more ammunition than they really should. So we could probably slim down the cost of the robin even further if we wanted down to about 300 gold. That would be a pretty effective little cannon unit. If we want to spam those to take on the aerial jelly. We've got the piranha again, which maybe if the enemy is distracted, the piranha can get more than 2 shots off. The apostle has 3 cannons, but like it's quite expensive. Can fly very high though, but so can the enemy. I'm thinking about Frogmouth is something I built, but it has a whole bunch of tech requirements. The eagle costs 3,000 and it sucks. But the condor costs 5,000 and I'm a personal fan of it, but I can't afford it. And I don't have the tech. So as far as ships I already have, I don't know if the... Maybe when I got saw blades. Maybe when I got saw blades and harpoons I designed something that would be good. For now I'm going to make a ship that can board other ships because I think that's going to be very helpful in my arsenal. Okay, my towns are recovering from the war. We're not fighting anyone. We're just building a 6th terrible vehicle. My ceasefires have expired. What's your diplomatic situation here? You're still in an alliance. Guys, you're getting, Uh-oh. 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 Need some help, my friends? Yeah, you just really don't want to be fighting anyone else, so I'll take a little bit of cash off of you before your immediate demise. Send my friends a delegation. Are you anything nicer? Not really. How much money are we making off our trade treaties? I'm curious. 25, that's pretty good. Alright, we've got the money. For my opportunity. They're not pirates. I don't have the money. I have the money. A lot of stuff going on to my west. Guildfeld is getting a little close here. What can I do with these guys? They're kind of warming up to me, to be honest. But These are this empire in particular. The trade treaty. I can't even really improve their rep by doing anything easy. They don't even really want any free money. Alright, we'll keep farming up a bit then. Oh, hang on. Interesting. Interesting. Hang on. We'll do a research. Ammo storage or much safer ammo storage? I think I want much safer ammo storage. Now, okay, here's a good one. I receive Boruster, which has a resupply speed buff. Okay, I think I got a free town. I demonstrate submission, which loses me 6 rep and gains them some rep. And we get a defensive pact. And these guys are allied with Exica, which makes me think that if Exica or Ungarden declare war on me again, I think that means that Guildfeld here will be torn out of their alliance to perhaps fulfill their defensive obligations with me. I might be able to just do a counter offer and make it a little bit better. Me demonstrating submission is worth almost nothing to them, so I'm okay. Well, we don't do that. We'll also add a trade treaty. We'll add I'll take some money too, because I need some money. They really want a defensive pact though. Research treaty as well. I don't know. Maybe. It'll be nice to have some friends in the north. Alright. Oh, they don't like that. Oh, I see. Oh, they're worried that they're gonna get stomped in the north and they basically want me to help, but that's okay, because I get more territory. We better save our game just for the safety that comes with a frequent saved game. Now they've got ships on my area. They better remove them then. If I've got a garrison which reduces unrest. Might be helpful. I don't know. I might scrap it if I really want. Once the gentle takeover is over, I'll be able to actually do stuff here. Now, this empire, the town of Zabar, you are kind of far away, and you also appear to be relying on land ships here. You're not allied with anyone. You've got a defensive pact with Ungarden. And I don't really fear being at war with them since they're so small. Looks like they've lost... Oh no, they've been down to 2 towns the whole game. Nearly. So if I go to war with these guys, I might be able to pluck a westerly city here. As long as I start moving some assets over. Move you here. Move you here. Foreign agents have formulated unrest in Borbia. Okay, my pacts with Guildfeld have been illegitimized because we're not side by side. I don't think I used that word properly, but they're not legitimate. They've been taken away from me. Alright. Do I need to worry about unrest? The jelly gives me unrest. Despise for a little while. Whether unrest is higher, my enemy spies will be more effective. Let's see. I think you can reduce unrest by having ships stationed in the area. So let's build one more piranha because we might want it. It's a very good all-rounder. I'm liking the color scheme. Look at this. Look at this nice fleet. They look nice. I think they look kind of cool together. I like the black and gold color scheme. Is what I like more than anything, really. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of a takeover force here. We need one spy. I don't think... That's interesting. How do they have these weird little satellites? I'm gonna recall my spy. They almost tried to do something to me. I'm gonna recall my spy. I'm gonna throw it down here. Just see what we're dealing with. 1 month. Diplomatic offer. Cancel all our stuff. That's not a good offer. They don't want this stuff. But they can't cancel it without me agreeing to it. Otherwise I'll get some dirt on them. Right, so my counter offer is go fuck yourself. You receive nothing. I receive nothing. Let's take a look here. Got a field station and a market. Those are pretty good upgrades. Take a look. They've got like a very pitiful looking structure here. I say we let's move the whole fleet. Now let's move one of the ships. Let's move in a strategic sense. What would be better here? Let's move the oh, sorry. I think the opportunity is going to be better. It doesn't matter. Let's just move both of them. Stop trying to do stuff to my capital. Oh, they're going to be disconnected via the roads. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, how about this place? We're at war right now. Okay, what's my spy doing here? The spy here. Besiege the town to reduce its income. If we get reinforcements later, we can attack it at will. Maybe we move these guys over here too, just in case. Like a trade treaty. I like the way you think. I probably could have snuck some cash out from there too, but I choose not. I think... Okay, how's the unrest? It's down to 6, because I think we've got a fleet and defensive buildings. Okay. Thinking about maybe another... Thinking about another pirate ship. They're making an upholder, which is some sort of craft. Let's take a look at this city. They've got 2 structures. They're making a ship with cannons, so we probably want to attack before they complete it. So they've got this little tower with 3 cannons and maybe bombs at the top, but at most probably just 1 bomb, seeing as how they've got a slanted roof. And then here, they've got a lot of rifles. So I'm thinking with 2 bombers I could park above, all nice. Maybe even capture the one in the back, and then use it to pummel the weak side of the front, perhaps. Or just capture it so I don't need to bomb it. Let's get these ships in here. Okay, let's attack it. Now, what do we want to do with our ships? We want to reserve, or at least move the weaker one, because he's got all these balloons near the back. I want them to pick something else as the target, something that they're less likely to hit. Same goes to you. You're gonna just kind of go near the ground. Well, just think. Go to the front. Draw some targeting. Then you go closer behind. The hummingbird is faster, actually. You draw the fire, and then you retreat. Hopefully they still keep tracking you. My ram ship goes in, takes the fortress on the back, and then the bombers come in and pummel the ones on the front. I'm gonna reserve the old H-bird, actually, because I don't want its balloon to get popped just because I was being careless. So you're gonna target you. You are gonna go fast, kind of over to here for now. I've got a whole ass 3x1 block long bridge for this small ship, which means I should be able to command it pretty quickly. And you are gonna go kind of over top of there for now. So you prepare to board. The Marines are climbing up the rigging and all over the place, even though they don't really need to. We're gonna just sit down on top, and they jump in. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here. You're fine. They're boarding. Now you go up, so you can't get shot. Taking control of the rearmost structure. The top one, the other one's getting bombed. You can just kind of, I don't know, doing your thing. Okay, here's what I was talking about, by that flaking effect. You can see that the rear balloon has a lot of particles streaming off it because it got damaged. Which means that if they're targeting my balloon, of course I'm gonna want to leave and not get it popped. Quite the flank attack going on here, and yeah. So we've captured the one, it's in perfect condition, and the other structure is mostly just destroyed. I can take this over as slowly as I want because I think I eliminated that empire. That was their last building. Maybe I should have waited for their ship to be completed and then I could have gotten a free ship, but nah. Don't need the spy there anymore. What? Formulated unrest. Okay, well that's okay. Gonna keep at least some of the fleet here for now. Someone needs repairs. I don't know who it is. You're building a nice big fort for me. I think they were doing that when I first received it from my trade deal. Which is good because I won't have to keep up the crappy. Okay, they're taking care of my jelly problem for me, which I appreciate. It's the piranha. We need one more pirate ship here. Now we can probably afford it. Nice looking fleet here. I think next we're gonna research shipyards so we can start building more in more places. Our empire is spreading. Orbia is getting very unrestful, but the jelly has actually been victorious against this little attempt at suppressing it, which is kind of scary. I still don't think my fleet can really do much. We've got 2 boarders which cannot board a jelly. We've got one ship with cannons, which is like a good start. One ship with grape shot, and then 2 bombers, which probably won't get above it. Unless we bait it down to the ground. I think saw blades are gonna be a good bet against it. Like to take this over and then fix up its okay, that's a pretty penny to repair, but you know what? Is it really that good to begin with? I would not say so. I would say no, in fact. Let's just build my other one. The jelly's tough. I don't really I kind of just like falter whenever I have to fight something with tentacles, because how do you fight the thing that eats your entire ship's crew in 2 seconds? I am broke, aren't I? I can build. This thing's terrible. I don't know why we'd want to build any of these. This is just an ammo store. These 2 guns could run forever. Let's wait till we have $401 again. We're really losing our budget here. It's probably all going into maintenance. Fleet maintenance. Okay, they really don't want me with that many ships then, do they? What about the defense budget? 17. That's not too bad. What are you doing? Do we have a problem here? You've got a fleet academy. Very nice. Okay. These little green symbols mean I'm gonna get these techs a lot faster thanks to my research treaties. So let's pick one of them. We can do aerial strategy for aircraft command deck, which buffs airplanes, I guess. Observation dome command centers. I need a police station and spy agency for that too. I really wouldn't mind a police station based on how often I'm being targeted. I know I said I wanted shipyards too, but if we're gonna have such high fleet costs with like 6 ships, I maybe don't want to expand my fleet for a little while yet, and it might be okay. So I think we're gonna hold our borders. We're gonna go with police services, and we're gonna go into a bit of a building and upgrading phase here. We could get a nice, lovely port. There's our defenses here. We've got 2 structures that are okay. I think what I would like to do is design a ship with a saw blade. Okay. Interesting treaty here. 2 interesting treaties. Okay, they want to trade. Salgrimar, this one. I'm trading with this light green empire down here. I'm not sure why they want. I receive Harsmouth, which is, it looks like, okay, that. And I receive $800, but no, I like this place. I fought hard for it, kind of. Actually, I want to check out what they just built here. Look at this! This huge stone palace with skulls on sticks, and 4 rocket broadside, and a heck of a lot of ammo storage. A little bit overkill, maybe? Maybe? Defense maintenance. What does this mean? Oh, I see. By default, the fort costs 16 to maintain. The local defense budget will provide 9 of that free of 7 of that free of cost, and then 9 is remaining. I am assuming that Borbia has a fair defense budget. 15, right? So all this stuff I'm only paying 1 for. For a town like Kanata, which is small, it pays for 7, and I've got some extras, so I'm still paying 5. I see. Whereas this place is, it already comes with a building that costs 7, so it's neutral. Alright. Okay, I don't think I want to take this one because I lose something attached to my empire and I gain something that is not, and that's not really worth $800. Maybe I can make a counter offer that's... I don't want that or that. I see. Can I just like pay you for something? Not really. So close, but not good enough. Okay. They also really want my city. Counter offer. They want it bad. So they demanded tribute from me, but it actually made the deal worse. Oh no. Yeah, right. I demand tribute of them. They're gonna give me tribute, but I don't really. Right, let's just take the treaties in exchange for some money. Ground grade defensive pact to NAP. Depends who's gonna attack them. Let's take a look here. Let's see who's gonna attack you. Does anyone not like you? Similar strength empire, cooperative nature. I don't know what their reputation is. No one owes them any grievances, so I don't think they've been too mean in general. Okay, so breaking treaties just costs reputation. I see. Okay, I'm gonna keep it as a defensive pact. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. We're gonna downgrade it. We're not gonna be doing this stuff. I don't want to fight your battles for you. I just want to do a little bit of interior building. Become a stronger empire. Build my income up. Borbia's unrest is going down. One date. I'm gonna use the washroom. I'm gonna take a... Well, that's gonna be like a 5-minute break. When I get back, I think I want to design a ship with saw blades and harpoons, and maybe we can kill the stupid jelly and get 10 money out of it. That'd be nice. He's eating my money like it's candy. And I need that. And maybe I'll get a nice reward for killing it. We'll see. I really don't know what to do, though. If it's a melee attacker, you'd think, like, oh, ranged is a great option. But I don't really... I don't know. I need something that can hang in there and deal lots of damage. Maybe... Okay. We'll do a saw blade ship. That'll be the thing that distracts it and deals a good amount of damage for as long as it lasts. And then we'll have like the ranged ships, like the scatter shot and the cannon ships behind it. And hopefully its tentacles will try to destroy the saw blade ship entirely, or the harpoons will keep it hindered or whatever. Back in 5. Hey, we are back. We are back. We are back. We? You mean me and Big Tumbus, of course. The co-pilot in the co-pilot seat. In the co-pilot's bed. No. He's not really been napping. He's just been hanging out in the bed. Being very cute. You would almost think that this good-looking boy doesn't whine incessantly every time I get home from work because he hasn't eaten in a little while. And you would think, just by looking at his cute little face, that he's not gonna whine again as soon as I stop streaming because he's hungry again. But he's gonna do it. He does it every day. Alright, let's enter ship design mode. Let's take a look at our weapons here. Our new weapons. We got the Hussar rifle, right? Normal rifle, piercing damage 5. It's a bullet. It's not good. We all know this. Cannon, piercing damage 60, which I don't know if that is before or after the multiplier. But, you know, pretty significant. Hussar rifle, piercing damage 24. I think the cannon is after the... Alright, so maybe the... Excuse me, Hussar rifle is kind of trash because it didn't get a buff like a cannon does, but... I don't know, as far as like a little 1x1 gun goes, it seems pretty good. And it can shoot troops and planes as well, so it's a bit of boarding defense, fires pretty quickly. It's a significant upgrade over the rifle is what I mean, with a piercing damage of 5 to 24. And I mean, if we didn't have our cannons perk, then we'd be doing pretty good. But in the future, I think one thing I'll have to make off stream is a more frontline Church of Borbia ship that sports quite a few more cannons. I will also make a a merchant ship repurposed to fit Hussar bays. And look, they've got the same little rifles I talked about earlier, and you can just like put them wherever you want in the body of the ship. Little side hanger. I'm thinking, right, as far as aesthetics go, you know how you've got that style of like I don't know if it was a sailing ship or if it's just modern too, but you know how on the deck they've got the cargo hatches, and then you open up the cargo hatches and then you have the crane that like lifts out the pallet or container or whatever. It'd be like that, only instead of cargo bays I would have these kind of stuck halfway out the deck, or maybe I'd put some supply hatches above them so they look this music's good, by the way. Put some little like hatches above them so it looks like they open the doors, and you know. Shipping vessel repurposed so that instead of containers, we've now got these little mini ships that fly out. And if the enemy ships have big unwieldy cannons or aerial bombs, I think these Hussars will be able to skirt around them quite nice. Maybe even that's what we need to destroy a jelly. Maybe not. I think the tentacles are pretty nimble, actually. But what are we gonna make instead? We got a different weapon. We got a saw blade. The saw blade can cut, right? 3 rounds per second, and it does blast damage, which is kind of interesting. But if we can do some chopping, I think we'll be pretty good. Pretty big block. It's got a restricted firing arc, of course, because, you know, it's a saw. Harpoon gun fires a tether. Let's see what kind of range it's got. Maximum range 100 meters. This is 13 meters for comparison. The cannon can shoot about a kilometer, so the harpoon gun is still pretty inaccurate. I think maybe we get like a good 2 of them. I don't know where I'm gonna put them, but we're gonna put them somewhere. The saw blade needs a coal every 12 seconds. If I use lifting devices that aren't balloons, which I think I want to because that's pretty, well, the balloons are just so fragile. The only way you can really make a balloon more healthy is by surrounding it in modules. Because, modules surrounded by other modules have more health. But instead, I think we're gonna have at least one large suspendium chamber. By large, I mean normal size. Just not the mini one. So we've got one of these. We want to go, as far as our height goes, we want to be kind of versatile. So maybe two of them, but it depends how much we want to weigh at the same time. We also want to go fast. So we're going to need some sort of propulsion. I'm also not sure what kind of aesthetic style to follow, because this doesn't really sound like either of the two factions I'm running so far, but that's okay. Suppose we have two propellers, because we do want to go fast. The first one goes from 0 to 111 kilometers per hour, which is great, and then the next one only really improves it a bit, so that's not good. What about a large propeller? 188. See, that's pretty nice. Or an engine pod. 156. Propeller looks so, like, stubby. But let's say this is kind of the footprint. We're gonna need some coal, of course, so let's put it in the middle. This is a lot of stuff that needs coal, so we get a big coal pile. Be nice to armor this thing as heavily as we can. Unfortunately, we don't really have much in the way of heavy armor. Steel wall and wooden armor are kind of equivalent. The wooden armor is a bit healthier and protects against more piercing damage, but the steel armor protects against more blast damage, and it weighs the same and it costs the same. It looks like stone is the best so we could do so far, but I'm not gonna build it out of stone. Weight 2 versus weight 100. That brings our ceiling down to the ground, so this is kind of unfortunate. I think for that reason, we're gonna do away with our grandiose plans of something that can survive more than like 1 minute, and we're gonna really shrink down our footprint here. We're gonna maybe no big coal store, no big engine. We're gonna shoot for around 90 kph, I think. No big suspendium chamber, because the ship's not gonna be that heavy. It's just gonna be a small little guy. Maybe it's a merchant ship, because it used to be like a resource harvester, and they're using the giant saw to do some mining, you see. And then they've added on some... yeah, that's what they've done. What kind of... if you were making a mining ship, what kind of stuff? I think you would want to have some sort of collection basin underneath. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our crew quarters down there, just so we have a bit of real estate next to the saw, and we can just suppose for a minute that that's where the mined up material would go. Okay with making it all out of wood and just keeping it out of wood forever. Gonna make it kind of light. Ammo store, don't need one unless these require ammunition. I kind of hope not, because that sucks. The ship has no ammunition, right? So it looks like ammunition is required. I'm gonna get the smaller one then. So we're only gonna need it sparingly. Kinda sucks the fact that it's gonna be carrying nothing but harpoons, and yet the magazine is gonna be so explosive. So we've got harpoons. We've got at least one harpoon. Maybe two. We've got an ammo store for the harpoon right beside it. We've got suspendium chamber. We're gonna need coal. We're gonna need a small coal thing. We're gonna need an engine of sorts, a propulsion thing. We're gonna need a bridge. It's gonna be a big bridge, because we need to make sure Then we can issue commands quickly. And I'm going to put the bridge kind of up top so it has a nice view, because that's going to be a design aesthetic I stick with all the ships. If we're going to have... wonder how the harpoon physics work. Like, if the thing you're pulling towards you has a much greater mass than you, will you just accelerate towards the heavy things quicker? I hope that is how it works. Crow's Nest, probably not really accurate. Or not necessary, because harpoon is the only weapon. Sick bay for crew members, I'm gonna say, is more of a need, or a want than a need. Service ceiling is about 187 meters. I'm assuming once we add all the stuff, it'll be more down to like 150, which is okay. I think around 200-ish is where you start getting towards the top of the map. What am I doing? I'm looking at everything. Propulsion. Is a large propeller really that? Oh, it needs an open space at the top too. That's quite heavy. 160. 80 is half that. 120 is kind of in between. 200 propulsion, 100. An engine pod is 1.5 times the weight, but double the propulsion. So maybe an engine pod. It also needs an odd footprint, as it needs space in the front. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Gonna need a fire point as well, or maybe a couple fire extinguishers. That would be easier. If we move the coal back one, put the propeller in here. It's an interesting looking ship layout so far. Don't need any defending troops. Well, like maybe. I don't know. I don't want this ship to get boarded and turned on me. I don't think I would want to fight a very responsive saw blade ship. Maybe I'll keep it as an I think about it. Mom's wondering if I've heard the news about Queen Elizabeth. Yes, I have. I heard they're thinking about, I mean, at least it's tradition to declare a national holiday. Not because, not in like celebration, but as a day of mourning. That would be nice for Borb. Some time off. Okay, so I want the fire extinguisher. Fallen in like with these things because it's like a ladder corridor and it does other stuff too. So I've got one right next to the coal, which is quite flammable, and the suspendium chamber, which I do not want bad things to happen to. I can put one here, I can raise the bridge up, and then I can maybe put in one more ladder just to you know, give it that sort of look. I reject this. Maybe I get a nice... Oh, I really gotta fix the way this shape is. It's looking right now. It'd be nice if I could just turn the suspendium chamber sideways, but I really cannot do that. Maybe take the... Hear me out. Our harpoon gun goes down here. Quarters go away. Ammo store goes here. We all move it all forward. What am I doing? Where did this used to be somewhere else? Oh, right. I need a way to link up this top area with the beneath area, so I'm gonna have to do this. Here's where we put our ladder access, I suppose. Now this fire extinguisher can go next to these small ammo stores. I don't want to have only one extinguisher on the ship because it only has like, I don't know, 2 or 3 fires worth of water. Ladders up. Quarters. Only 8 supply required if I stick with this. Now you need a ladder to get up and see your friends here. Okay. This is something we can work with, I think. We take the windows, get rid of them all, except for up the top. We put some here. Because the saw operators need to know what they're doing. Put one here so the cannon guy can see. We don't put one there. Well, yeah, we do put one there. We give the engineer a couple. Quarters guys a couple. Right, so now I'm thinking turn this into some steel. Make it look kind of like a cargo container that can be detached at will. I like putting the offset ones with the steel ones just to, I don't know, give it that sort of mismatched look. Maybe if I even, you know how to give it that like Space Engineers armor look. That looks kind of bad actually. Alright, so there's our cargo container. I don't know if we can really make it look like even more of one with a decoration of sorts. I think I'll decorate much of this after. We'll keep it like this for now. So what kind of stats are we looking at here? The ceiling is nice. The speed is not quite what I would desire. How long can we... What's our longevity here? So 1 unit every 30 seconds of coal, every 20 seconds of suspendium chamber. So that's like every... I don't know, like 13, 12 seconds so far. And then, so if we need a coal every 6 seconds while we're functioning, if we only have 12 coal, then we don't have enough coal. So we need more coal. We're gonna figure out. Maybe I did the math wrong, but only 12 is not. I thought we'd have more than that. We're gonna take the hang on. Gonna take the quarters and move them down here. We're gonna take another mini coal store and we're gonna add it here. I just move the supply hatch up there, maybe. Nah. Kitties being kitties. Add a bit of a solid shape here. Oh. Hey, stop that. Some nice decoration. You know what we're gonna add? We're gonna add some. They did not stop what I told them to stop doing. It's a nice ornate decks offset so they can go up. Look at that. We get a nice deck up there that doesn't really do anything. I don't know. Kind of nice, unique. I wish I could get rid of these little side smokestacks, but I do not know how to do that. Unfortunate. We're gonna rename it into the you know, something mercantile that has maybe a dubious double entendre meaning, like how the Opportunity was the boarding ship. I mean, I could just call it the Harvester. That was my first impression. I'll just call it that. I can rename it later if I wish. The ship needs more supply hatches. It needs 9 supply because it is 9 resource demanding blocks, of course. I can't think of one that I would want to get rid of in particular. Unless I got rid of one of the fire extinguishers, which I was thinking maybe I would do that. Let's see, which... Oh, I like them both, though. I really don't want to do that. Man. It's telling me I gotta get rid of one of my things to do something different. I don't think any of the other supply hatches that are the same size give me more supply per block, so it's not gonna work. Only the big ones have ladders inside them. The fire extinguisher doesn't even require supply, so never mind. It's just the quarters, ammo, coal, and coal. Whereas the big coal store is a 2x3, which is simply too big. So what are we gonna do? I guess the easiest thing to say is we just add another block here, we take this out, we slope it up like that, and it's the same thing but different. Wondering if now that it's a 2x1 shape, more or less, we should move it somewhere else, but I think it's in a good spot where it is still. Save, and we can even build one. So we're gonna build one. We're gonna build it. We're gonna have some backup. We're gonna have the piranha as backup. The opportunity's gonna move to, let's see, how are my... Okay, we're gonna have to do some defending. It's the Striped Empire, the one I was thinking about attacking in the first place. So you're gonna go to Lawnland. You are going to get some fleet support. In the meantime, oh, this place has a shipyard. Oh, this costs $4 to repair. It'll take but a moment, and when we're done repairing, since we have a road connection now, we can move pretty much the whole fleet over and do a little bit of, you know, attacking. Now that my fleet has left the city, there's more unrest, so maybe I should reconsider, take one of my ships, maybe the least effective one, which is the Hummingbird, and move it back just to keep some of that unrest quelled. That way they won't be able to do any more spy effects. So, you are the crappiest little town. I'm just gonna... Alright, I've decided. Take my nice cannon ship. I'm not gonna capture it because that's the entire marine complement spent on capturing this crappy little target, which I might honestly need for something better later. So I'm just gonna fly over to the other side where there's only one rifle. Really do like the way this looks. Quite slow though. Alright, taking some bullets on the way here, but they've just been shooting our armor plates. We're so close, I might as well switch to rapid fire since our accuracy is probably gonna be fine anyway. And they surrendered. Gentle takeover. I own the town enough that I have repaired my armor. and rearmed, I believe. Now, how exactly are we gonna make these guys pay? I can put one more spy here, see what kind of defenses it has. Some sort of enemy up here. Stone Guardian. Alright, my harvester is nearly done. This guy is waiting for someone to take out. What we could do is try to intercept him mid-flight. Just kind of see what he is. He's so slow that even if he is scary, I can just turn around, prepare, and then like defend again. Maybe even take some more ships. Okay, we've got a land ship crew coming into the town I just took over, but I think we'll be quite prepared for that sort of thing. I'm thinking we finish with these two fleets. And then maybe call it a stream. Okay, we've got 3 ships. This is cool. I like the aesthetic. Let's take a look at them. They're worth taking a look at. You take a look at you. Get an upside down mast. That's kind of cool. I like how you can see what kind of propeller is that. I think that might even just be a... I have no idea. Because you shouldn't have a 1x1 propeller. Is that even a thing? I don't know. I don't know my propellers. Anyway, he's got like a dinky little propeller. And you can see the coal on a little balcony. And there's like a shovel, tool holders there. You've got like a dome and, you know, an obvious like double deck sort of style. And then this one is kind of similar, but the balloon is bigger. And he's got like a little gun nest down there, couple cannons, 3 rifles, a little crow's nest, the superb of a medium ship, 2 cannons. All right, so I can only capture 1 of these, but I could do some ramming. So what I'm thinking is I send my troops onto the biggest one. I'm gonna deploy from far away so I can ram into one of them. If I can take out this little fishy's head, I could maybe take them out of the fight just by grounding them, since they're just in the middle of wherever. I like how they've used the net for windows here, if that's what that is. We'll see what we can do before our armor is too badly blown up. And if we need to run, then we just run. Start with ramming. We'll have to take a look at our coal supply too, because the ship does not have too much in the way of coal. So we're ramming. We're gonna change our ram. We've taken you out, more or less. Flip around. Get ready to board. One of the ships is, or one of the troops has been killed by our rifle. I heard him groaning. We cut up, try to maybe, ooh, alright, we're gonna go far ahead. Hopefully they can just jump off when the time is right. Okay, they're jumping on. We're boarding. We've got 2 more guys left to go on there, so we're gonna do that. Now we go away. Looks like they're trying to propel towards where they used to be. So we're just gonna keep going farther backwards. Alright, we've gotten rid of our pursuers. We've lost a lift. We've lost some lifting modules, so we've captured this. We can't really go so high anymore, so we're gonna go here. Alright, captured you. Would be nice for this guy to live. He's not doing so good. Okay, we're gonna cut our losses. We're gonna leave right now. So we've destroyed 1 ship, the Duke, which I think is the one that I just clobbered at the start. We captured the Vanguard, which is a large one. The Superb survived. The Opportunity survived because it still has one of its lift crystals. It is not a great loss for Borvia. Nah. I just cut my losses before things could get bad. Now we go back to Borbia. We're gonna... The Vanguard is gonna go defend. The Opportunity is gonna go back to Borbia. You have turned around. No, you have not turned around. I just don't know where you were going originally. The Piranha and the Harvester are ready for attacking. Maybe I can add the Vanguard into the new assault here. You go back to Borbia too if I don't have to worry about defending Lonlin. Do you want me to do my Magnus Chrome voice? An age of intrigue. A fever of the clandestine. Everyone is engaged in some plot or another. Spy networks grow 4 times faster. Captured enemy spies. Increase spy network by 40. This is a good age. Can pursue intrigues in cities using spies. What's an intrigue? Base research. More spies available. More unrest per city and town. A series of unsolvable cannibalistic murders has led to unrest in the town that freaking everyone wants a piece of, including me, so what can I say? Let's take a look at where my spy is here. Now, interesting intrigues. Ask your agent to use his own initiative to stir things up. Interesting, right, lots of success chance here. 50% chance to steal research. I am at war with them. I kind of want to do a bit of investing here. Build the spy network to gain no, that's not what I want. Increase unrest to make it easier to do other stuff. We've successfully increased unrest, so stealing research has been upped. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Half the tech needed. Steal funds. I'm okay on money, really. I've got a good income. Build spy network. Incite a riot damaging the city and its buildings. Interesting. I have no money, but I have to wait 2 months as well. And then pursue intrigues, I guess, is just a wild, like, hey, just do whatever. Okay, let's go defend my little town here. Let's see what they've got. They've got... okay. They've got a big convoy. It's freaking Mad Max here. So they've got 2 cannons, 2 somethings. I don't know what that is. I think those are ballistae, actually. They're like the precursor to cannons, the heaviest weapons that aren't cannons, because they're just, you know, big. Well, I've already said it. Gonna have the bomber kind of up high-ish. He's gonna do lots of damage to the... Oh, wait. I don't want to trap you behind this island without having to move up. We're gonna go even... lower, higher? What do I think? Not too low. We're gonna go up to here, so I can just go left and right with ease and bomb whatever I want. My cannon ship will... It's gonna be targeted quite heavily, so maybe keep him in the back. I don't know if he's ready for this. And you are gonna go up high too, because I'm gonna have you capture the rearmost one. That's a big barrage. Okay. Firstly, maybe not rapid fire. They're not moving. You just go all the way over there. You go all the way to the back. Bombs are falling. Armor damage sustained. But that's it. Ooh. Squash them at the back here so they can't move anymore. And then as soon as you can, you board. And then once we're pretty sure we're gonna win, we take off. You've been doing good here. Go back a little bit. You okay, we're taking some fire here. Now, what's going on? It looks like my little fort, my little post, kind of sucked to begin with, but it's taking a lot of damage. We're gonna have to maybe tank with my cannon ship a bit. Hopefully he's targeting the right enemy. I think so. Get up a bit close so we can help defend. Now the boarding action has failed, which is extremely annoying. They've got too many guards. I have to do some ramming damage, but I don't know if that's really gonna work with ground vehicles when the spike is on the front. They're all chasing me around, which could be... I hit something. Okay, I can't fly very high anymore. I'm gonna do some more. As long as we have bombs, we're gonna be okay. Our post has pretty much been squished. I'm gonna sneak behind you, since not much attention is on him yet. And I can't really move you out of the way unless I go down and then across. So I guess I'll have to do that, but I'll do it as quickly as I can to get you out of the fire so you survive the battle. Okay, the tail has fallen off. The bridge has fallen off. The bridge has done damage, but it has fallen off. You're getting kind of pummeled here. I really need to... I don't know. Gotta do more damage. You need to breach armor and stuff. Go up higher. You can bomb from up high. Now you... How are you doing? I might just want to... What the heck are my kitties doing? They're gonna cook me up some food. I'm gonna check. One sec. What's she doing? Oh my god, they... Oh, dickheads. Ah. Unless... While I was at work, they went into the breakfast nook. They chewed through a closed, sealed cardboard cereal box and then chewed through the plastic bag inside, and they've been eating the cereal. It's absurd. How do I stop them? I mean, I can keep the door closed, so that'll stop them, but... Okay, balloons going down. Fire in the engine room. Cannot issue commands. Hang on. Okay, no, you're okay. What's that? That's the explosion of a bomb. My bomber is okay. We need to get you into reserve, but I need to fly you to the edge of the screen first. So I'm gonna do that. You're running out of coal as well, so that's not too bad. You are in reserve. You are safe for battle, even if I retreat. And I guess I'm just gonna keep dropping bombs here. Let's put them on rapid fire, just so I can get rid of them before I really start taking appreciable damage. At least they ate, like, the worst kind of cereal I have, just the multigrain Cheerios, which I got in bulk, so I have lots of, as opposed to my... It's also a good thing that the multigrain Cheerios don't have chocolate in them or anything. How are we doing here? They haven't really done much to my ship. Even the cockpit, which is unarmored, is alive. Oh, there is a dead body in there, so I think one of the... You can see them going through the windows, though, when they walk by. I think that's nice. Okay, we're dropping our last bomb here. There it goes. That might be it. And it's kind of a miss. Oh, that was the last bomb. That was the last bomb. Okay, no more bombs. Time to leave. So, too many vehicles. We run. Okay. I think my opportunity also survived just because it was still floating and mobile. Even though the bridge was gone, sometimes they just let me do that. Gonna retreat. We've lost my... They've got way too many. We should have brought the hummingbird in there, but we used it to quell suppression, and I thought... To quell uprising, I mean, to suppress uprising, and I thought we were gonna be okay. You repair all the damaged ships. They've insulted me. I would bet no more than a baker's promise on your sorry soul. Oops, don't move all the way over there, please. Okay, what's wrong with my diplomatic relations? I thought... They're going inside again. I thought this thing was heavy enough. Kitties. How do I put a stop to this? No wonder your tumblus was so, like, massive. You ate, like, 5 breakfasts worth of cereal. And who had the gall to be so loud and noisy when oh, please feed me. I haven't eaten all day. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Tumblus, sir. I know. All day trying to work so hard so I can afford all that cereal for you. I'm looking for some tape so I can tape the door closed until I can get another little latch for them, but I can't find it. Alright. Put the garbage can against it. That's too heavy. Alright. Alright. We're gonna insult them back because they were mean, and that's yeah. I guess they'll have grievances against me, which they could use to do whatever. I don't care. Oh, there's different diplomatic relationships. War. Okay, with me. Alliances, so it's just dark gray with 1 alliance. Unrest, everyone's happy. Adjacency. Looks like a lot of areas up north are adjacent to me if conquered, but I'm not sure why. Maybe it's... I don't know. Okay, so... Ship under repair. Vanguard rearmed. Repair... something. The other opportunity, yes. Security services done. What can I build? Police station reduces unrest. Spy agency makes spy networks grow faster. Okay, that's not as amazing as I thought. But maybe we can make something out of it. I can almost do some spying again. You're reinforcing your fleet. Let's view the city. The airships in that empire I'm fighting kind of suck, but the land ships are strong. Try to steal some research. Let's just pursue intrigues. Your agent has somehow succeeded in stealing an entire mansion built on a floating island, netting you $500. Alright. What about here? What about you? Your agent successfully stole and fenced the belongings of several wealthy citizens. I think that made the spy network larger. I'm not sure. Didn't give me any money, so maybe he was just... Hey! No! Countess! Oh my gosh. Bad kitties. Alright, what are we gonna do? We're gonna... Let's see. Can I intercept you? No, they're not gonna be fast enough. Okay. I can send them on another raid. What's this? Oh, it's not mine, of course. A number of interlinked impersonations ends up with a number of valuable paintings stolen from Borbia. What? You want a piece of my town again, and they're giving me all sorts of stuff in exchange, but I don't think I want it. They want to give me this. I say no. Alright, so. Wow, these are tough. I guess it's just 3 cannons and 2 guns, but when they have so many of them, and a dinky ship, let's see, maybe I can steal the little ship. We put you in the back, so you take the fire, but don't actually really get hit yet. You guys stay up in the air. You get ready to board. Get ready to board, so you pin them up against the wall, unless he runs away. Oh, he's running, but, you know, not really properly. Okay, maybe we can just jump him on board. And the bombers need to start bombing. So let's kind of just run you into the middle of the formation here. Go a little bit higher, because we can keep them in. Okay, some of them fell off the ship into their deaths. That's just the price of being an airman, when all you have are your legs. Okay, we've captured this ship. Hopefully I can turn it away before he just blows himself up. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, though. We've captured the ship, but he's really not doing so well. We could either try to get him over to reserves. Okay, you are getting annihilated by these cannons. Even at range. I think the ship that I've captured is about to get ruined, so instead of doing damage to the land ships, which they'll repair anyway, unless we destroy one utterly, which I don't think we can do, I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna take my winnings, and I'm gonna go back home, and I'm gonna repair them. And I'm gonna tell you to go away. I am going to check out the fight. By check out, I mean I'm gonna do the fight with the aerial jelly, with what I've got. The Vanguard, the Harvester, and the Piranha. And we're gonna see if we can win. And then we're gonna call it a stream. Okay, you need to go in the back. The back. Back is the back. What have you got? You've got... What's this? Oh, that's just the Sposon cannon. Swanson. Alright. Cool how you used the metal armor, maybe? Or maybe that's just the module. No, I used metal armor to make it look good. And like the half wall high. Looks good, looks good. Some cannons and some guns. We move you kind of mid area, so we've got some room. And so we want the Piranha to engage the air jelly while he's getting chopped by the saw blade. Oops. What? No! Hang on. Go back. This isn't what I... This isn't what I wanted. Also, I can't click the thing. Other, I cannot click the book. Okay, no. Do it again. Okay, they're shooting. We're getting as many shots as we can off while they're just sitting there, which is great. If this keeps up, I think we'll be great. We'll be good if this keeps up. He's really letting me keep it up, isn't he? This might be the easiest fight of all time. Alright. We're doing it. We're getting them. This is the meta strat for fighting against the air jelly. Oh no, he's pulling me. Don't pull me. Thank you. It's like I can't saw at the tentacles, only the body. Alright. I guess we're just gonna play it like this. Can I convince you into being baited over here? No. Very well. We're running out of coal, just from existing. I'm gonna have to consider grounding that ship quite soon. Alright, ground. If he runs out of coal, I don't know if he can actually fly home, so I'm gonna ground them. And they're still consuming coal. Okay. You're running out of ammunition. Maybe we kill it with what we've got. I don't know. What's he doing? I'm gonna aim with what you've got. Alright. Very interesting battle. Better get him kind of soon, because if we don't, this is gonna be okay. Alright. Guns are... Oh, we got him! Yeah! The great mass of the jelly breaks apart and rains onto the landscape below. No treasures are to be had in its gooey remains, but at least the realm is safe again. Okay. Yeah, good place to end the stream. After an epic fight that was not anticlimactic at all. So next time, what are we gonna do? Right now, we're gonna actually build one more bomber because we really need those against all these land ships. We're gonna build the bomber. We're gonna decorate up the harvester so it looks like something that I'm proud to use. And I don't know, maybe we won't be able to build too many of them unless we can solve our coal supply problem, because that's actually pretty bad. How much does that thing cost? Alright, everything starts with H. Costs 755. Oh, it's got way more crew than it needs. I can work with that. Start by taking out one of the crew quarters and then both of the... Yeah, alright. So I'll tune up the harvester by next stream. Maybe add some defenses. I would like to start looking into land ships too. Maybe a land ship with a saw blade could tear right through these guys. I will also need some more armor next stream, so we'll have to start looking at armor. Aerial strategy, right, what am I getting from that? Hey button. Command centers, aircraft command decks. Might sleep on that, to be honest. What else can we do? Rockets, heavy wooden armor, that's something that might be nice. Heavy armor and medium steel, saw damage, better cannon. I think I'm gonna switch to metallurgy, especially since we've already got it mostly somewhat done. Gonna do some more shipbuilding just to suit our new techs. Also like to build a carrier for those hussars. Might be useful against I don't know what, but maybe once all the enemy ships stop having so many rifles, because they develop more and more advanced ships over time. See how many oh, look at this, they built a little airship. What can we do here? Your agent successfully sabotaged research on question mark. Okay. And what about here too? We'll do one here too. Agent kicked off a riot by exploiting existing tensions. Okay. Very fun. I don't know if I'll have the next stream ready for Monday. I have to do all this building, but until I do, we'll probably switch back to potion craft one for a little bit. Feel it fun. Thanks for tuning in. Some point or another, we'll be back with more airmen. Till then, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.